When you start streaming and stuff, and suddenly you get some messages you have to respond to. Yeah. Okay. But now I can or should focus on this. And now we also have thoughts. Anyways, last time when we tuned off, we talked to the engineer who got a message from someone we met named Ulrich. And Ulrich seems to be on a mission to find out where that counterfeit coin is made, which we also encountered in the Bandit City or a stronghold. And with that, we have a new target because he had some documents that suspected that the coin is getting forged in Sasa. So, right, I cooked the meat in order to preserve it. But yeah, now though is the weird thing came up that if it is in Sasso, there's only one place where normal eyes don't reach, where that can be done in peace. And that is the church,
God
the
save you, good night.
monastery.
What can I do for you? See you later.
Which is, why is everyone broke? Yeah, so that's gonna be a thing or two. That's definitely what we are going to tackle, since especially we do not have any side quest distractions. Great, the only one I could say stuff to doesn't want my stuff.
God be with you.
Wait, I can still go into the apothecary here.
How are you? Goodbye.
He has some money, he doesn't have a lot. Both is equally heavy, but boar meat gives more nutrients.
Goodbye.
Wait, oh, I still had the hides on my person.
Let's talk about the price. Well, we can try it. That's still too. All right.
I should buy some. What's it called? Marigold. And some buck blood potion. Yeah. Yeah, marigold. Nice. Oh, was this one the... Yeah, this one is the defense one. The defense one is also not messing with my view, so...
Let's talk about the price. What about that? It'll...
And that means I can now sell more food to him.
I'd like to well... I don't... See now? Yeah.
God be with you, good sir. God be with you.
I'd like to
Well, we can try it.
What
You won't.
Since it's you...
We're getting.
That's a sum like...
Good health, dear. Good luck, then. No. Take care.
He said nah. Just like that.
Do you want to get me in trouble? Don't try selling me stolen goods.
Nothing is marked as stolen. Huh. Sure. Oh, I wanted to repair my stuff. I should probably put that sword in a box.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Go! Learn how to ride a horse, idiot.
But yeah, that is Ulrich's sword I took off him after he surrendered. So
God save you. See you later.
the weird thing about this place is that I cannot get in here. You know, this is completely walled off and stuff. Makes no sense. Place I simply cannot understand. Maybe there's something later here. That makes no sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's look up what the quest log says again. Right, I have to find out where we even get Quicksilver. We want to find Ulrich, and we want to talk to the to every metal worker that is in here.
What have we here?
Hey! He's here again! Well, I never. Henry! Hey!
So let's see what he has to say.
What are they thinking?
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say? Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the the other part.
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
A meal to go with the ale, please. Thing like that to go missing 3 times in a row.
Just making sure this is all still in the city.
Here, enjoy it.
To the women! God bless them! I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the 3rd time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red pine, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived. and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
What do you need Quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without
Here,
red?
Just
Not
as
really.
you ordered.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
Why not? Show me what you have to offer.
See you later.
Is this a book? A book. So I'm gonna read it. Real quick.
Over here. What's the hold up? Hey, ale here.
As only in real life you could get your drinking tolerance up through reading. Just thinking about it, this was a mistake straight up. Yeah. Why is my stamina a bit low? Is it because I have the debuff thingamajig? Right, I was still on the fence if I go for racehorse or heavy duty. I wanted to hold up or off of that because till I swap out my horse for a different one to make it, you know, then matter when I get the new horse. I never tried, but I would guess I would just slap a saddle on it and it should be fine. I don't think the game will be too difficult in that regard. I can imagine like maybe the horse will be maybe try to shove me off, but I already have the talents for it to not work that way anymore. Okay, since this is agility based anyways. But right. Nice, I have to maze it up again. Oh, okay. I had way worse experiences with finding people.
Good day to you.
The engineer, it took like half an hour.
I'm looking for some quicksilver. Would you have any on hand?
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such trivial matters.
Fine, thank you.
Good luck to you.
Why can I not pressure him? I mean, I already have talked to... Let's take it, okay. I already have talked to the guy in the tavern. I should be able to just... yeah, to speak on the matter with him. Huh. Yep. If you get too frustrated, don't forget to gut it for horse meat and pelt. What was I reading? Did the book evolve into Tavern Life Part 2? Huh? I like this box. So you can shoot over easier. Or throw stuff down.
You don't belong here. Leave.
What do I have to do to enter the monastery?
You have to know how to read and write, speak Latin, and have a letter of admission from the abbot. But most importantly, your soul must be filled with Christian fervour, and you must be willing to lay down your life for our Saviour.
Letter of admission? Great.
That's the least of your worries. By the look of you, I'd say your biggest problem will be your lack of zeal, so you won't get the letter of admission anyway. Tell me, are you capable of spending your days in quiet meditation and prayer to our Lord, of renouncing the flesh and raising your spirit to the service of God?
What do I have to do?
You have to know how to...
Letter of...
Okay, this is a stock book. This might have something useful. Hmm.
God be with you.
I'm looking for some quicksilver. Would you have any on hand?
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such trivial matters.
Fine, thank you.
Why can I not pressure him? It makes no sense.
He's deaf and dumb. If you're not working here, clear off.
Mind out. Some...
God save you.
Well,
What
hello
can I do
there.
for you?
I especially like how nobody told me how he looks like. And I just know who it is.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
Nobody. I'm just asking.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Now he's of a weak spirit. And the game teached me that when I'm doing policing work, being nice doesn't get me anywhere.
Bollocks. Tell me this instant what you've done with the goods.
Nothing! And I'd advise you to calm down. We're on hallowed ground.
You're a fine one to speak of hallowed ground, a lying thief in monastic robes. What next? A whore dressed as a nun?
This is blasphemy!
I'll give you blasphemy. I'm sure you know what our Lord did to the money changers in the temple.
What do you mean? You're not going to hurt me, are you?
Tell me what's going on here and I won't have a reason to.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything about any counterfeiting.
For your sake, I hope that's true. Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out and beaten
Bruh.
for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
So let's save, because I wanna rat him out to the overseer. I don't know how the game will take it if I do that. Because I don't want it to be like that thingamajig, what's it called? Like the heretics and Ujits, where I tick a wrong box and Henry goes off the wall, head to the wall. Absolutely bonkers. Oh, they even blocked me from talking to him. Interesting. What are you doing up there, huh? Sneaking up right behind me. Let's talk.
Why are you just sitting around?
Why not? Admiring the view. People just do not appreciate a lovely view these days.
I knew it. If I would just walk up to bandits often enough, it's at some point I'm gonna
Does
get
the name
something like
Rapiter
this.
ring any bells for you?
Rapota, you say? Rapota. Nope, I can't hear any bells ringing at all.
Look, you little jester, I'm investigating a crime against the king on the direct orders of Sir Radzig. Are you really going to keep pretending you don't know anything?
Hang on. What's all this about a crime against the king? I'm just keeping an eye on things. When a wagon comes in, I'll make sure nobody robs it. I get a commission for that. That's it.
See? That didn't hurt a bit. Where's Rapiter?
I don't know. He's been staying in town lately. He hardly ever shows up here. It seems he's keeping an eye on someone there. But I don't know who.
Who comes to fetch them?
I don't know. Some people. They don't speak. Just look mean. Take the goods and go.
Thanks. Hope this story keeps you entertained.
I did before I thoroughly read. Man. Thinking about this. Like, sure, I was lazy, but the game before was always very lax with its dialogue stuff. And this is... From all of the dialogues, I can maybe come up with 3 cases where I had to choose multiple ending choices.
Yeah.
Why are you...
People...
Does the name... Look.
I'm...
See? Where's...
I...
Who comes... Bit of friendly advice. You're wasting your time here. Rappatus scarpered and won't be coming back this way anytime soon. You might as well pack up and go home.
What? The bastard owes me 12 groschen. Damn it. Now what? Well, no use hanging around here anyway. In any case, thanks for the information. I could have been stuck here for weeks.
What are you doing? Are they really just leaving? Okay, last time it was more obvious that I have the option of killing them, but this time it looks so off. You know? Like, they are nameless bandits. I don't know. I'm gonna leave them be. Makes no real sense to leave them be, but I guess the toss of the coin decide that they get to live.
Henry! Hey! I can't believe it. We've known each other our whole lives, near enough.
Yeah.
The Lord be
Right, he
praised.
was coming over
What
here.
brings you to me?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Makes sense.
Right.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
I have, but I didn't find anything interesting.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapita.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. And there's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
Take care.
Oh. Okay, he just didn't
Must be
spawn.
up to no
Okay.
good sneaking around in the dark. Light a torch before the catchpoles see you.
Well, I never. Henry!
I guess we are waiting here. Didn't I have a book still to read? Oh.
God's blessings. What can I do for you?
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone, which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague, or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high, or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
Tja. He was out there and doing a little trolling. Should I push the issue?
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day
Okay,
he
now
bought
it makes
a
more
padlock
sense
from the
to
blacksmith
ask
and
if
locked
he
up
has
his
enemies.
chest. As though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
This makes more sense, or it's more believable, I think. Like saying he lost a bet or something.
He owes me money.
Naturally. Dice or boozing, was it? Pray do tell.
Both.
Sodom and Gomorrah are too good for the boy. Here you go. I'll dock his wages.
Thank you. But I'd still like to have a word with him.
Ah, I see you probably have some dispute still outstanding. That doesn't surprise me. About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths?
This
What did
dialogue
she
makes
do?
me smile
The harpy
so
nearly
much.
tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bath maid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
Take care.
Florian. Cannot keep his feet still, eh? Why, hello there.
Good morning.
I hear you're at odds with Apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
This quest is great.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
Good luck, then.
Good thing I talked to her before I talked to this guy. But I'm guessing what happened is that he had some sort of debt, and when the collectors came, he was with the girl, and then they made more of what they were having. You know, Esther and Fabian. And mistook the girl for his girlfriend or something. So now she's basically paying for his expenses.
Good health to you. God be with you.
Time to get up, you little
I am
freak.
honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapiter mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
It's got something to do with that girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
That doesn't begin to justify what you did.
I don't care. This isn't about me. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
Thing is, I don't mind doing this before anything. As for now, this always seems like I am going in there and getting her out. Ah, frick, when did I last save?
Look, Florian, I'm sorry for what you're going through, honestly. But I'm not the only one who's after these people. As soon as they get wind of something, they'll be out of here and Esther will be gone with them.
If Rapita finds I've told you anything, they'll kill her.
Not if I catch Rapita first. He's here in town, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
They?
Oh, frick, I
Yes,
pressed the mouse
Rapita.
button.
And a knight they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rapita?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
How did you hand over the punch die to them?
Rapita waited for me behind the church. I didn't want to give it to them without seeing Esther first.
And did they let you?
Yes, although I don't really know why. They took me to a derelict farm in the Skalitz Hills. My poor Esther, they'd scared her half to death.
So at least you know she's alive.
Who knows? It was a while ago. And they never let her go, even after I did what they wanted. They said they'd be needing more.
More punch dies?
They wear out over time. They have to be replaced regularly.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first, I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched Esther, there was nothing to be done.
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Go. I hope you get revenge. Take care.
I don't wanna get anything mixed up suddenly. And now just thinking about it, that dude came in and asked me how to steal a horse or how to get a wild horse moving. I guess what I should have asked if there is a stealing option. And if that isn't there, then it's probably an object you cannot interact with. Wait, eh? Did I miss something? Didn't he just tell me where they are? Wait, this is not my house. Why wouldn't he tell me where they are? Makes no sense whatsoever.
Henry!
Yeah.
Sir, are you sure you're in the right neighborhood?
Are you Rapiter by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well, I don't have much time right now. I'd best be off.
It'll only take a moment.
All right then. What do you want?
I know that you spy on Florian. I know you were involved in the kidnapping of the bathmaid, and I know why you're doing it all.
It seems there's no point making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course, of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
I've got goods ordered too.
No, I give up.
Why didn't the game let me tackle him?
So, are you ready to talk?
I will. I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both going to have too many other problems.
It's in the Skullet's mines.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Sir Jezek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
That checks out.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Jezek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Jezek got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Jezek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir Jezek than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now. I've betrayed him.
So who's Sir Jezek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Jezek was on speaking terms with various lordships.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I prefer you just kill me here and now.
You know how I last time went up and down. I know 2 streams ago in the Heretics of Uzit's questline, in between what my beliefs are, what I believe the Catholic beliefs are at this time. Yeah. I'm gonna let him go, which goes against what Henry probably believes.
Ah, you're not worth tainting my sword with your blood. Now get lost before I change my mind.
Cucumbers, lovely cucumbers, asparagus and fruit.
Yep, let's get Ulrich along. I think that doesn't sound too bad. Also, we get some character, maybe friendship building going there, since Ulrich seems to be well connected and yet never connected.
Hey! He's here again. Well, I never. Henry!
But before we ask him out, I need to check on something. Okay, this is gonna take a few minutes. Because I need to track something. Okay. Oh, my brain. Um. Okay. Now this has to be done. I cannot store this. So Let's do this. Oh, missing words. Come on, brain. And I never translated it, that word. It is uh now I have to spell check, and then we are Gucci. Yep. It was cute. Anyways, back to the program. Need to keep that. This. Switch this around, and we should be good to go. So where were we? Right, we want to ask Ulrich to accompany us in our endeavor.
I finally found out where the Forger's workshop is. Master Fayfar was right. The Forgers are sticking close to the supply source. Their workshop is somewhere in the mines. The entrance is on the eastern side of the hill. I've no idea what to expect there, but I'd rather go there with some backup.
I will be glad to give it. Lead on.
Hey, who's there?
The answer. Over here!
To arms! Get over here!
It went way different than I thought it would go. The reputation window popped up because it's the game seemed to be first striking me. I was first striking the engagement. So I was basically attacking civilists instead of bandits. I don't agree to that, but the game thinks that was what was going on. Anyway, let's go again. Do I have my shield? I don't have my shield equipped. Yeah, good thing that I checked. Also, I should do the thing that I'm always doing. Just pushing in there. Let's just double check. Yeah, I should be able to talk.
What the hell was that? Mother of...
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Had enough!
Take that!
You'll
get...
get...
There's someone there. Fuck it. Is that the best you can do?
Fucking Ulrich, man. Maybe I shouldn't have. You know, maybe I shouldn't have taken Ulrich with me. That was a mistake.
Is someone there? Well, I never. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter.
Raise the alarm! Watch out! Hey, all of you, gather here! Raise the alarm!
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Over here! Where is everyone? Quick! You're dead. Gone weak at the knees, have you? What's the matter? Come on!
Bring it on!
Well then, was it worth it?
Gott, hilf mir!
You go, Ulrich, you go. Tja. Wait, I have my horse. Why do I have my horse? I'm going to load and see if I can go back on my choice of taking Ulrich with me, because I do not know where that fucker went. And I know one thing, and that is I definitely want to loot people. Yeah. Dude, this is an entire hour. No, it's not. What am I saying? Ulrich is just shopping. He is having the time of his life. We do not need to concern ourselves with the kinds of Ulrich.
What's going on there?
What we got here? Entertainment!
What?
Hey! Jesus Christ. Who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kabila.
And who's he?
That's no concern of yours.
I'm sure we could come to some sort of agreement. I have plenty of coin.
We can come to an agreement that you'll keep your mouth shut. Please, don't take this personally.
Wait!
What? Do you want to do it? Be my guest. It gives me no pleasure.
You can't kill him. I have orders to take him to Ratai.
That is unfortunate. I have orders to kill everyone involved in this business.
You can't do that!
I have no choice, as you are aware.
Why do you want to kill him? He may have valuable information.
For that exact reason. My master does not wish this man to fall into the wrong hands.
Web, you're dead.
Especially those
As simple as that.
You're a traitor.
The world is not so black and white, boy. We were on the same side for a while.
No, it is. You made this very clear. You live by this sword, you live by this sword, you die by this sword.
You don't have to go back to the Rosenbergs.
How do you know about the Rosenbergs?
Master Fayfire recognized the writing on your letter of passage.
Just as I said, there is nothing safe from prying eyes in this land. And where would you suggest I go?
Into Sir Radzig's service. He needs people like you.
I serve Kubila. Out of the question. If he learned of all that I did for the Rosenbergs, he would hang me from the nearest tree. But you are right, I do not have to return to the Rosenbergs. In fact, I cannot.
Why not?
I am a knight without a crest, without allegiance. No one was meant to know whom I serve. If the Rosenbergs hear that I have been found out, they will see to it I vanish. They cannot afford to be associated with me.
Where will you go then?
Where the road takes me, as I have many times before. Farewell, Henry.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Oh. So, sweetie Peaches, how are you doing?
Please.
How is your day?
I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement.
You can talk all you like, but
Why,
not
hello
here,
then.
and not to me. Let's go. Let's go. Master Fayfire is very keen to meet you.
But what about the other workers?
Good work, Henry.
Thank you, Master Fayfire. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rattay. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Rattay then.
That felt very anticlimactic. Because how can I be sure that he is really the man in charge? You know? This feels so weird. There's nobody else to interrogate. Like, especially since it marked the entire region. You know, it marked the entire region for me to find that workshop. And then I stumbled over one guard inside of the tunnels. And then that was it. What I'm guessing is not what I'm hoping, but I'm guessing we are closing in on the end of the game. And so the game in of itself is running out of steam, which is often something that could happen with games. You know, when they have to close up shop or close out the game. But let's see about it. I'm an addict to repetitive tasks. So when the game offered me to hunt animals and stuff, I took upon the opportunity to do so. Yeah. Also, I really sold every little thing I got off bandits. Everything. Everything. Even their panties. So, yeah. Which takes me to the fortress of the city again to sell the little loot that I only took because I thought I would have more opponents to fight. As I would have backed up way more than I thought. Yeah. And to be honest, out of my point of view, getting that money is incredibly easy. The only problem you really encounter is
Can I do something for you?
When suddenly a shop loses its money. Why do this shop should have reset? They should only have like 400. I don't know why they have so much. Anyways. It's haggle.
I'd like to discuss the...
But yeah, I'm gonna describe as a simple loop that I did in a moment.
Finally.
Because you remember the quest at the very start where you go hunting with Sir Hans? It's over in this area, right over Neuenhof. Here's the encampment, and it's very hard to get a row. So I focused more on normal deers to hunt them, and they give you 140 meat. And if you're just fast enough, you can sell them either in Neuhof or here at the huntsman and the blacksmith. So you have a very easy hunting area where there's no foliage. Yeah, basically no foliage. and then you just go up and down and do that. Yeah, and then I found out how to skin animals as well, so everything became even more profitable. Yeah. Did I just not say my errors, or wasn't I able to? But yeah, I it would basically give you per day
Greetings, good night.
about 15 grand. Nah, 15 grand is too much. Maybe like 8.
God be with you.
Yeah. I would get up to 9 from bandit holds though, so. Man, little pebbles way back then really had to carry so much shit. So,
Let's have a word about the price.
Well,
Is it?
that's still...
Agree?
We're getting there. Just... Finally, a
get most things taken care of, so let's go back and get our next quest, right? Yeah. Let's take a look.
Assassin, eh? The old woman sets a fucking assassin.
It's just one dude.
Dear God.
As a great German speaking said, Tja. He really thought he was the Ubermensch. Round 2.
I'll slay you, you scum.
I see it.
Mahos.
There.
I missed.
God almighty, what's over there? A bandit!
I hit.
Is that all you got?
I hit his shield. There's okay.
You'll get...
Is...
here. Entertainment. Great.
Oh, the third one took care of the villagers first. I should have just stayed on my bow.
Is that all you got?
Take that.
Yep. I should have stayed on my bow.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Hey, what's that? Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Can you stop?
Trying to enjoy this. Huh? High heels. Enough.
But I don't care. Man, the one time I wanna be a bit more forward and not
kill him?
For that,
You're a... You don't have to go...
and
under
the
his
game
nose.
punishes me for not saving so much. Feels bad, man.
Well,
Why am I getting so restless? I'm probably way too pissed off about that I died than I should be. That's why I'm probably getting restless. Yeah, probably because I wanted to look cool and then absolutely got my ass handed to me. Yeah.
God, please, sir. Help.
What's happened to you?
I've walked all the way from Kuttenberg so I can...
Wait.
Thank you, sir.
Anytime.
I had that one now like 4 times in a row. I've almost forgotten that I had one time this dude that gave me a riddle.
Stay away from people if you can't ride a horse, you moron.
There's the man. Good work, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
I tell you to take a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I need one more thing from you.
Whatever you command.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn bastard's asking to see you.
Me?
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Burner to beat it out of him, but then I told myself that if he's so keen to speak to you...
I'll try to get something out of him. Where is he?
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give you the key.
Very well, sir.
I'm not walking past all of those soldiers again. Yeah.
I wouldn't beg, good neighbors, but... Not enough for you?
How's it going? Good boy.
Did he get robbed or something? How do you have no monies?
Fred beat just this morning. Fred!
Do you have some coin?
God save you.
God be with you.
Yeah, okay. At least someone here has some coin. But I cannot sell my stuff to him.
Vegetables! Fresh vegetables!
Yeah.
The daftest.
God be with. Take care now.
Can we do
Leaving
something
some
about
haggle room. That sounds so awkward.
Are we agree?
Let. Aye.
Bro, my charisma is really coming up now. That I have that talent for get more charisma the more I haggle. Because before I would trigger
Lord grant you health.
last chance.
How may I help?
Take care.
If I went solo. Oh, he has money finally. He got robbed like 6 times and now finally he has yeah, some stuff to trade. I really have everything sold? Okay.
Ah.
Oh, I have this sword that I got from Ulrich. For some reason, the game still thinks it is still stolen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never.
Lost something here?
Come on, Bernard, you old fart. Where are you? Okay, okay.
You think you own the place? Snoring here? Clear off.
I only wanted to sleep. Is it tournament day? Should be tournament day, right? Or is it tomorrow?
God be with you, Henry. The Lord be praised. God be with you.
Stop! I need to search you.
I need the key to Yezhek's cell.
So Sir Radzig let him have his way in the end. He should have let me beat some answers out of him.
Don't take it that way. He probably wants to talk to me because he reckons he can hoodwink me. But that's where he's wrong.
Just try not to mess it up. Here's that key.
Thanks.
What if I just start training? Does the guard
I'd like to train
lose
a bit,
interest?
slightly with practice weapons.
Right.
That would be hilarious.
Let's get to it. What weapon would you like to try? I've got a bastard sword, a short sword.
I'll try the axe.
Let's get
It's heavy,
more
and I haven't-
training into the axe.
And I'll
no,
take
why
a
not?
shield.
Oh, he's waiting. He is waiting. No, these roll hits don't cost stamina, huh? Why did I lose so much stamina against Black Peter?
Oh, you can read about it.
Bollocks! Ah, shit!
What part didn't?
Why?
For security reasons.
I'm carrying an important dispatch. I don't have time for this nonsense.
Well, if that's the way it is, go ahead then.
Yeah, like he's like, oh, of course I want to. I'm just letting the sword lie there because it only has given me trouble. Oh, what I should do, just in case I need it at some point. I put it into the apple box. There it is. You know, since this will be a very specific thing if I need it. So I'm just gonna put it here. Yeah. But yeah, the reason why I even have it is because Ulrich surrendered, put down his weapons when I beat him up, and I picked up his weapon after all of the dialogues, and it had a steel button on it, and so I guess it's that it never lost the stolen perk, even so it doesn't have a button on it.
Vegetables, fruit.
Wait, this is not the prison, this is the granary, right? Yeah. Oh, no, the scribe. Oop. 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 Eh. Let me through. Is this even the right way? Dude. No, okay. Cannot talk to him. So close, but yet so far away, eh? Where is this frick?
Welcome, Henry.
So...
Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
You brought me here. You should consider it an honor.
It's true to say I have a lot of questions.
Well, there you are, then. It did cross my mind, though, that it might be nice to get some assurances for my cooperation. After all, I'm the one the Margrave unjustly declared the scourge of the land and expelled from Moravia. They even pulled my beautiful castle down. It was the necessity of making a living that forced me to take some liberties.
I suppose there's some truth in that. I may speak with Sir Radzig and he might pardon you, but not unless you start talking.
Very well, ask me anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who are you making those forgeries for?
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
I am not sure if he is telling the truth because I sucked up to him a little bit, or if he's just generally being a bit economically with the truth. But I'm only buying 80%
How
of
did you
what
come to
he's
hear of all
saying.
this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
You said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there now.
If you say so.
don't know what it is, but I'm highly suspicious today of this game. Like yesterday I had a banging time, but everything that occurred today just seems too easy, you know? Before I had to be more witty about things. And now everything just seems plain.
This Eric, you reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by name.
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting place.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced. And after what's happened, I doubt he'll be showing his face there again.
The problem my head is having is there is a lot of stuff being said, but it's a lot of useless information. At the end, I'm going to a waypoint. So if there is nothing really that matters in the expo there, it's just a bunch of nonsense getting thrown at me. That is what is putting me off. Whereas, at the beginning of this question, when we were still in Sarson, and I had to get to Florian, the guy that made the imprintments, that was intriguing because when I asked about Erica and everything around that, I could see the impact in the world, or it was connected to the world around me. And this is just a bunch of gibberish until I see what actually is there, until I see the person. This could be a talk at a tavern or on the streets. This is not connected to the place where we are in right now. This is what is irritating me.
This highly placed person at the monastery, what can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at all you can tell me about him?
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably got cold feet.
That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me. I'm sick of being a renegade.
I can try, but I can't promise you anything.
Because this man is a witty guy. And if even half of it is true what he is saying, then he might be a good asset.
So what have you learned?
All sorts of things.
There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what Jezek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
Like I said, I'm gonna play a good naive character, but saying this is too naive.
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn! So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Jezek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasso and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. Sir Jezek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything. Go to Sasso and try to find them.
I'm not sure where to start, sir.
Then ask around the alehouses and inns, or at the Rathaus. Someone must have heard something. These things can't be entirely kept in the dark. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome
Why did I lose
What we
a
want is for the
reputation?
crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure into their gang.
All right, sir. I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I know of no one else who could help as much as you can now.
Sir, there's one more thing. Sir Jezek went with me without resistance, because I promised him he could come to an agreement with you.
My boy, my boy. You make promises in my name? That could turn out very badly for both of us. But, if it can prevent bloodshed, why the hell not? We may well come to some arrangement after all, but I can't say yet what will become of him. You'd better run along.
As you
Two bad things, eh? I'm running a record here. I think this is a good place to stop. Since I usually do my 2-hour thingies. Yeah. Yeah. So, I wish you have a good day, good night. And I hopefully see you soon, eh? Bye-bye.